if I had to again take a position on it, I'm gonna take the brand name, which is Bitcoin. I'm going to assume that it's the wrong price for the possibilities that it has. And I'm going to assume that the path forward from here is north.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Thinking Crypto channel. It's another bullish day in the crypto market. I've got huge news to share with you guys. Before we go further, we are closely approaching 50,000 subscribers. So please hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button if you're new here. It helps support the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. Guys, earlier today I uploaded my interview with Tom Lombardi, who is the managing director of 3iQ Digital Asset Management. They are essentially the grayscale of Canada, and they were able to list their Bitcoin and Ethereum fund on the Toronto Stock Exchange. Remember what I've been saying for years? Crypto will be listed on stock exchanges. Now, they were able to do that in Canada because they have regulatory clarity. And once we get crypto regulations here in the United States, you will see crypto funds on the stock exchanges here. So be sure to check out that interview, guys. They are ahead of the curve, and it is a sign of the big things to come. Guys, Plan B tweeted the Bitcoin RSI, or Relative Strength Index, updated chart here, stating we are looking strong. RSI 95, here we come. When he says 95, that will be the peak of the parabolic run-up in this bull cycle. So things are on track. Bull, bear, and accumulation phases, we are seeing the market cycles play out, right? They happen over years, of course, and that is because of the Bitcoin halving, where you have the supply cut in half and you have record-breaking demand. And because of that supply and demand economics, the value is going up. So we are, of course, expecting near $100,000 Bitcoin price in the next parabolic run-up, or it could go higher. Look, it could also be lower than $100,000. So we can certainly expect new all-time highs. We'll see what actual price we hit, but things are on track here. Now, speaking of investing in Bitcoin, Charlie Bilello, if I'm saying his name right, he's the founder and CEO of Compound Capital Advisors. So this is not just some random Joe Schmo. These guys crunch the numbers looking at rate of returns and what's the best investment. Well, asset class returns over the last 10 years. Look at this chart he put together. And look at what's at the top, Bitcoin. My goodness. And the returns for Bitcoin blows everything else out of the water. The 2011 to 2020 cumulative number here, return, is 6,271,233%. Insane. The annualized for 2011 through 2020 is 203.5%. That's why all these billionaires and big players are jumping into Bitcoin. This is the new asset class. It's on the rise. It's very lucrative, and there's a high probability of making significant returns, right? So it's outperforming everything else. Gold, US NASDAQ 100, US large caps, US small caps, everything's getting outperformed here. It's pretty crazy. And we, once again, are on the side of smart money because we're here early. And guys, one of the 800-pound gorillas in the room, Fidelity, is even more bullish on Bitcoin and crypto. Their CEO, Abigail Johnson, was interviewed by Barron's Online, right? And look at the exposure crypto is getting now. This is Barron's is the world's premier investing publication since 1921. And they have the CEO, and I'm not an ageist, but she's, of course, older. Her name is Abigail Johnson, and she's talking about the Lightning Network and Bitcoin. And she said that, their business is booming. It's incredibly successful. They have a very strong pipeline, or tremendous pipeline, she said here, and that's because they're a trusted name. Remember, they have $3.3 trillion of assets under management, right? And in 2018, they launched Fidelity Digital Assets, and they're providing institutional solutions to crypto solutions to the number of institutional investors. They have the trusted name, right? So let me play a clip for you and what she has to say here. It's very insightful and very bullish just to see it coming from the CEO of Fidelity, guys. I'm going to play it for you.
So tell us a little bit about what you learned and what your sense of where the next round of changes will be driven by cryptocurrency with regard to the investment industry.
So I would start off by saying, I mean, this is an industry. I mean, personally, I find it fascinating, but it's also become an area that's just, if you're like me and you have a day job, trying to keep up with it is really, really hard. Distributed finance capabilities are really, this is an area that has been talked about from early on, but it's really starting to pick up. And things like the Lightning Network that we're going to help facilitate that are actually starting to become reality in terms of bringing the world along on digital currencies in general. What we're really, from a commercial perspective, putting our efforts around is trying to connect the legacy world with the future of digital currency. Our custody business around Bitcoin has been incredibly successful. We've got a tremendous pipeline, and it's been really exciting to watch. And so you kind of have those two ends of the spectrum, the connecting to the legacy world and the really new advanced thinking that's going on. It's just become more than I can really feel like I can be an expert on anymore. But I'm really happy that I have a really vibrant community at Fidelity of people who are living and breathing and working on this full time. And we've got a lot of good momentum as a business, which is really exciting. And that's really what I sought.
Wow, guys. Once again, it blows me away that she's talking about the Lightning Network, saying it's coming. And of course, that's the scalability solution to help Bitcoin be used more on a day-to-day basis, right? To lower fees, faster transactions, and so on and so forth. And she's talking about they're seeing great demand, pipeline looks strong, they've been successful. And what she also mentioned, if you paid attention there, bridging the traditional financial world with the crypto digital asset world. And we've been talking about it on this channel. We're headed to the token economy, the digital economy, guys. Central banks and governments are building their CBDCs. You have companies like Facebook looking to build their stable coins. We have crypto and digital assets, and we will have tokenized securities and commodities and real estate and all that stuff, guys. So exciting times ahead, and this is very bullish. Once again, this is the CEO of Fidelity Investments, which is a traditional financial firm, has existed before, way before crypto, has trillions on their asset management, but they cannot ignore crypto, and they are jumping in and they're seeing really good business. Now, moving ahead, guys, Mass Mutual's Bitcoin buy may presage 600 billion institutional flood, says JP Morgan. JP Morgan is now bullish on Bitcoin. Obviously, Jamie Dimon, their CEO, once called Bitcoin a scam. You'll lose your money. It's crap. But of course, they were secretly building their own coin. And of course, we know they have accumulated. That's why the narrative has changed. They bought through the bear market. Smoke and mirrors move. But I'm glad you and I, who are lucky and smart to recognize that this was going on, we filled our bags in the bear market. Obviously, I continue to buy the dips, not financial advice. But yeah, we're still early, and we see the narrative changing here. So the fact that JP Morgan is bullish, after seeing Mass Mutual's $100 million buy into Bitcoin, it's amazing to see them say these things, right? So they are expecting higher prices and the market to grow. So according to JP Morgan, Bitcoin may find an additional demand of $600 billion if pensions insurance firms in the United States, European Union, UK, and Japan allocate 1% of assets to the top cryptocurrency. Wow, guys. And in conjunction with that, Bill Barth, who is the co-founder and CEO of Abra, said every Norwegian citizen indirectly owns at least $2 worth of Bitcoin via their government's sovereign wealth funds investments in MicroStrategy and Square. So the government obviously has funds invested in these companies which own a significant amount of Bitcoin. We literally just talked about it yesterday that MicroStrategy could end the year with 75,000 Bitcoin in their portfolio because they own 40,000. They just raised $650 million in their debt sale, and they're going to use those proceeds to buy more Bitcoin. This is getting crazy, man. It's exciting, and it's also kind of satisfying in a way because we've been right all along, guys, that this is happening, and now all these people are coming in, and 99% of the world is not paying attention, but they will. I've said it before. They're going to wake up one morning, Bitcoin's 50,000, XRP is at $20, Ethereum is at 10 grand, and they're going to FOMO the hell in, right? Because this thing is going to get mass media coverage. And here, take a look at what I'm talking about. Mass marketing is coming. I've been saying it for years. Bitcoin exchanges flood London's metro with advertisements. TV commercials, billboards, ads, whatever you want to call it, radio ads, everything is coming, guys. This is awesome. So CoinFloor, the UK's longest running exchange, launched a mix of large digital billboards and posters across London's main tube stations. Meanwhile, Luno, the crypto exchange recently acquired by Digital Currency Group, combines its London Underground ads with 650 Greater London buses and a bunch of large roadside billboards. It's happening, folks. It's happening. That's why patience is so important. Let it all come to fruition, guys. And that's why I said I accumulated in the bear market. Like many of you, I'm buying the dips and I'm just sitting back and watching all of the capitulation and everybody jumping in. Now, something that's going to drive more businesses into Bitcoin and crypto is not just investing in Bitcoin and crypto like MicroStrategy, but also adding services. So Evercore says PayPal's crypto offering could bring big business boosts. So companies that are like even struggling due to the pandemic, if they see this asset class growing, what do you think they're going to do next? Hey, how can we offer a crypto service, whether it be trading, custody, or some other solution, right, guys? So advisory company Evercore has named PayPal as its top payment stock and said the firm's recently launched cryptocurrency offering could be good for profitability. This is a second advisory and an analysis company that has said PayPal is going to see big business, right? I forgot the other company that came out a couple weeks ago and said this on CNBC. So we are seeing a trend here. You put Bitcoin and crypto on your balance sheet, you add a service, and it can benefit your stock, your business. This is big, guys. MicroStrategy and PayPal put up some big green flags here. And I keep harping on this, and I think we may see it happen in 2021. Michael Saylor said that Google and Apple are coming with their cash reserves because they're sitting on billions, right? And not even to mention Microsoft and the others. So let's see. And Amazon, right? Guys, it just makes sense based on what's happening. More money printing and stimulus is coming. It's going to debase the money, and your savings are going to dilute. That's why you put some of it into Bitcoin and crypto, because as Paul Tudor Jones said, this is the fastest horse in the race. It's on the rise because it's young. We are so lucky to be here, guys. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity, and I'm super excited. I hope we all get rich in 2021, and the way things are trending, and the all the demand we're seeing and the technical analysis piece, we're going to see new all-time highs, guys. So guys, a lot I covered here, but very bullish, right? It's the facts. I didn't make it up. So what do you guys think? I want to hear from you guys. I mean, just bullish statements from Fidelity, JP Morgan, and the facts are here. All the big players are jumping in. So leave your thoughts and comments below. Share this video. Hit the thumbs up button. I'll talk to you guys later.